I have the best point guard build for getting triple doubles in NBA 2K25. This build has 80 or 90 rating in every category. You're going to be getting a 93 driving dunk, 85 perimeter, 85 steal, and even an 80 defensive rebound in this build, all paired with an 88 speed and 88 agility. This build's absolutely nuts. I'm not wasting any of your time with clips or anything today. Drop a like, drop a sub, turn those noties on, and let's get right into this build. All right, so we're now in the builder. We're going to go point guard, 6'4", 215 pounds with a 7-foot wingspan. And this is my Russell Westbrook build, my Mr. Triple-Double build. These are pretty close to his real-life stats, but obviously not exact. We still have to make the build good in the game. So I wanted to get a good balance of being like him and also having good stats. And we all know Russell Westbrook's extremely explosive. He's a strong point guard. So I had to put the weight up a little bit, but we still end up getting really high speed and agility on this build, which I think really helps showcase how fast and athletic he is in real life. Enough about this. Copy these down and let's get into the stats. All right, so on this build, we are going to end up getting a 78 close shot, 80 driving layup, 93 driving dunk, 42 standing dunk, and a 37 post control. You already know we had to put that driving dunk up. Russell Westbrook's an extremely athletic finisher. He's always dunking like insanely aggressively, and I wanted this build to represent that. And I also wanted to get the layup at 80 so that we're able to get physical finisher on silver, as well as Hall of Fame aerial wizard, silver float game, and bronze layup mixmaster. 80 layup on this build is higher than I've had on a lot of my other builds, and it definitely gets the job done. Make sure you're turning on real player percentage layups. It helps you make way more. But if you're not laying it up, you also do have that 93 driving dunk for gold posterizer. You're going to be throwing down some crazy dunks on this build. This is also going to get you a ton of different contact dunk animations, and as you'll see later on, I also have the vertical pretty high, so you're going to dunk very consistently. Overall, the finishing on this build is really good, and I think it's a great way to represent Russell Westbrook. All right, and then getting into the shooting on this build, we are going to go with an 84 mid-range, 78 3, and a 59 free throw. If you guys watched Russell Westbrook when he was on OKC, he was knocking down jump shots. A lot of people like to make fun of him now, but I'm telling you, he was hitting shots, especially in the mid-range, so we had to make sure to get that 84. It's going to be able to unlock a ton of really good jump shot animations, so you're going to be able to shoot at a very high clip on this build. It's also going to get bronze Deadeye, silver set shot specialist, and bronze shifty shooter. I think the shooting ratings are about as close to Russell Westbrook as you can possibly get. And considering he's shooting a career 30% from three, I think a 78 3-point rating is pretty fair. So we've seen the offensive half of this triple-double machine build, and I'm telling you right now, scoring will not be a problem on this build. Still got a lot of crazy stuff to get into though, so let's check out the playmaking. All right, and on to the playmaking here. I think we can all agree Russell Westbrook's never been like a super flashy dribbler. He doesn't have handles like Kyrie, but he has a super fast, quick first step, and he really does get the job done without doing too much. So we are going to end up going with an 82 pass accuracy, 86 ball handle, and 86 speed with ball in this build. I really do think 82 pass accuracy is more than you'll need on almost any build this year, depending on what game modes you're playing. But he was out there having 20 assist games, so I wanted to make sure this build represented that. It's also going to help us get gold dimer, silver break starter, and bronze versatile visionary. Having this on gold is going to help your teammates make way more shots this year. And then that 86 ball handle is also going to get us gold strong handle, which I think is a great representation for Russell Westbrook, as well as silver unpluckables, silver handles for days, and silver ankle assassin. Strong handle, if you didn't know, like helps you throw people off or bump them off while you're dribbling into the lane, or dribbling anywhere, and honestly, it just helps them get the defender off you. So that, paired with our 86 speed with ball, that gives us gold lightning launch, which I will be using my Max Plus 1 badge on to get that to Hall of Fame. It's going to make you elite with ball handling. You're going to be able to drive by the person guarding you most of the time. And if you're worried about dribble animations, like I said, he's not anything flashy, but these are going to get you really good dribble animations still. There's a ton of moves that are unlocked at the 86 threshold. You don't have to have 92 to be effective. The defense and the physicals, though, are where this build really starts to get nuts, so let's check those out. All right, getting right into the defense here, we are going to go with a 79 interior, 85 perimeter, 85 steal, and a 71 block. Now, we know Russell Westbrook's a good defensive point guard, and I did end up putting the interior and block max because they're so cheap on this build. They cost barely any attribute points to upgrade all the way. Having our block this high is going to get us bronze high flying denier and bronze pogo stick. And having our interior this high is going to help with our off-ball pest badge, but it's also just going to help us get contests in the paint so people can't make layups or dunks over us as easily. Even if it's not contributing a lot towards getting badges, it will make a difference getting stops. With no interior, you're going to get scored on a lot in the paint, but having this rating up will let you get more contests, more stops. It's really a game changer, and it honestly makes a big difference on your build this year. But even though we have block and interior, we're still going to end up getting an 85 perimeter and 85 steal, which will give us silver challenger, silver on-ball menace, silver pick dodger, which is huge this year. The screens are very good, and bronze immovable enforcer. You'll see in the next clip, but we do have our strength up too, so that immovable enforcer will help us get bumps on a lot of guards. It's just going to get you more stops in general. If you haven't played lock yet this year, that badge and having strength makes a huge difference. But we're also going to get silver glove and gold interceptor, which anybody that has played the game knows how good those are this year. Going to be getting a ton of lane steals on this build, especially if you're playing rec. This build has no weak points. It's extremely all around and can do a little bit of everything. But the thing that makes it really unique is the rebound that you get on this point guard build. So let's take a look at that. All right, and for the rebounding, we are going to go max offensive and defensive rebound on this build. And that's going to be 75 offensive and 80 defensive, which is going to give us silver box out beast, bronze pogo stick, and silver rebound chaser. I haven't seen another true point guard build yet this year that has rebounding this high. This is a major piece to being able to get triple doubles, so if you really want to fill the stat sheet, this is something that you have to upgrade. And since we're a little bit shorter of a point guard, it's going to be kind of cheap to get this rebound all the way up. Really didn't take that many attribute points to get it up, and it's going to drastically change our build. These rebound ratings paired with the vertical rating I'm about to show you is going to have you jumping over the other team's centers, grabbing rebounds. Can tell you right now, if you have half a brain, you're going to be getting triple doubles on this build in no time. That's it for that though. Let me show you these crazy physicals. All right, look at how high these ratings are. We are going to get an 88 speed, 88 agility, 75 strength, and an 80 vertical on this point guard build. The speed and agility are going to have us flying around the court insanely fast on offense and defense. This high of an agility with the perimeter defense we have, we're basically a 6'4 lockdown that can also do everything else on offense. Also, having that 75 strength, we know how strong Russell Westbrook is. It's going to help you get a ton of badges, and it's also going to help you play aggressively, push through people, but not too heavy because we still want to be explosive and fast like he is in real life. And then 80 vertical, we all know he's jumping out the gym. This is going to help us with our rebounding, with our dunking. It's honestly, I've said it in a lot of my videos, probably the most slept on stat this year. It's just going to make you all around a better player and help with everything when it comes to athletic ability. This build also gets a name I have not seen yet this year, so let's check that out quick. All right, we are going to end up being a two-way, three-level slasher. Really cool build name that I haven't seen yet this year. I think it's a great representation of how all around this build is. I really do think I found a great Russell Westbrook style build that's going to help you get a ton of triple doubles. If you guys enjoyed this or if it helped you, if you stuck around to the end, drop a like, drop a sub on your way out, and I will catch you in the next one.